Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for Sunday, September 3rd, 2023. So, my first purchase was this mixer, realistic mixer. I forgot to check the model number. I should have checked that before starting the video. I don't even know if I have. Oh, there it is. Model 32-1200A. And I've tested it and it works great, because this is very practical for connecting a turntable on anything you want, like on a computer for instance, or anything that doesn't have a phono input, because you can connect two magnetic cartridge turntables, or ceramic depending where you plug it, or tapes. These three are useless, they're for microphones, who cares. But it was 25, managed to get it down to 20, and it works, so great. And after that, what did I get? Second purchase. Some nice guy had some 45s at 4 for $1. There was a case about 12 and 10 inch wide carrying case. Anyway, I picked 3 just for fun because they were 25 cents each. A scratchy Alice Cooper 45, only women and cold Ethel, pretty good. And Philippe Laville ici, chanteur français, La Chica de Cuba. Anyway, with the picture sleeve, made in, I think it's a French, made in France. And a possible upgrade, I haven't checked it. Maybe not, maybe I already have a clean copy of this, but C'est pas sérieux. Les Chats Sauvages, French cover of Team for Dream. C'est pas sérieux was a huge hit. But I didn't pay for these because as I finished checking the 45s, he said, "Oh, I forgot to get out my LPs. Got a bag." I was the first one. Somebody was looking over my shoulder and probably annoyed I wasn't. I pulled out the few good ones. $1 each, so I got Sticks, the Grand Illusion. Couldn't remember whatever copy I had in which condition it was, so I decided to get this one. It plays pretty good. I only played the first track earlier. Grand Illusion sounded good. French import, French pressing of Charles Aznavour. Charles chante Aznavour et Dimé. I don't know who Dimé is. I checked, it looks pristine. A 12-inch shingle. I started getting almost all the 12-inch shingles. I find $1 or less when I don't know what it is. And always check the year though, 1980. Playback, Space Invaders, a song about Space Invaders. On the other side is Red on the bottom line. Never seen this maxi single cover. This is one of the ugliest record covers I've ever seen. The Loving Spoonful, Everything Playing. And the record is in condition. I'm going to try to clean it and hopefully it will become playable. $1. This is a double album, got it for $1. Rod McEwen at Carnegie Hall birthday concert in great condition. Yep, I still have another album by him I haven't played yet, where he's running with his dog in the grass or something like that. Anyway, so I put these together. I was waiting to pay $5.75. Didn't even ask for a rebate. He said, "Oh, $5." So I paid $5 while I was checking this at the right extremity of his kiosk, of his table. I saw on the next seller's kiosk the stuff on the ground. Well, the lady wasn't done placing her stuff on the tables, but I did see the corner of my eye like this. I didn't lose track of it. I kept my eyes on it while I was talking and looking at the records, and I kept talking for a while because we had a very interesting conversation about record collecting and stuff. And then I said, "Oh, just a second," because she was almost done putting stuff on the table, and that was the only thing left on the ground. And I took a peek at it, and it's exactly what I was hoping it was. I recognized right away this trapezoidal shaped speaker finger, and look, RCA. This is nothing less than the record player that was in my kindergarten class 50 years ago. School year 1973-1974. Holy crap. And this fascinated me to no end when I was a kid. I'll show you why. And by the way, the first time I saw one outside of the kindergarten class, of course, 50 years ago, was actually 10.5 years ago at a different flea market. It was in worse shape, and it was $60. However, this one got it, which was 30. I offered 25. Normally I would have offered 20, but I couldn't find any reason to. I was so happy. I said no, and it was a nice family, by the way. And so I said 25, and they said okay. So I got it for 25 freaking dollars. And this comes off. I don't want to take it off because it's a pain to put it back, but trust me, it comes off. So you can put it as far as you want, and you have the cable that connects on the side here. It's an RCA connector. Nice sturdy electric cable. Wondering if it's original though. Because 50 years ago, did they have 3-pin? I don't know. Maybe it's not a original cord. Who cares? It's perfect. And yeah. So the only thing is I can't. There's no documentation whatsoever on the internet on this record player model ME-14. Nothing. It's made by RCA Victor Company Limited, Montreal, Canada. So that was made across the street where my father grew up in Saint-Henri. But when this was made, he wasn't living there anymore. Anyway, and 4 speeds. Little thing there for the made by BSR. Now there's a clip here, and to turn it on, and I always love records. I was fascinated by records, but my teacher was the coolest teacher in the world because she would put a record on, and I remember the record. She put a French import 45 EP that came with a book, and I remember the song that she played was La Mère Michel. C'est la Mère Michel qui a perdu son chat. Anyway, I've always picked up any record on Philips or Pergola, I think, with that song on it. Never found the same version. I vaguely remember it was a woman singing. Anyway, played on this record player, and oh, by the way, the both needle styluses work on the LP side and the 78 side. They all work, all speeds. Of course, being a BSR, it plays a little bit too fast. They always did that. Now, to turn it on, you go like this, and when you're then it starts turning. When you're done with it, the record is over. You lift it and go. Now it's not going to do it because it's unplugged, but trust me, when you go like this, it turns it off. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever, seeing my teacher go like, oh, she's so cool. I was 5 years old. So it had tone, always put the tone to max. Loudness, barely any distortion when I played with this earlier. The only damage is this safety, or whatever you call it, code there. To the one I saw 10.5 years ago had the school's name in dark black Sharpie written on the lid, and it was somebody had screwed in a screw here. I don't know if it's broken off. I can't figure out if it's broken off. It was always this short. But the other one had been fixed with it, that I saw 10 years ago was fixed with somebody put in a screw. So I suspect that it was originally longer, but it broke off easily, perhaps. Maybe by being handled to turn it on. Anyway, I digress. I was so happy. I'm really like almost cried. Like if I had the Chez la Mère Michel 45, I would play right away. And yeah, and I live like just a few minutes from my grade school, just a few like a short walk from the grade school building, the kindergarten that was on the side. So this I'm still a little bit emotional over finding this, and finding it so cheap, and being so lucky that I am the first one who saw it, and I got it, and could have been anyone else who got it. See, it was meant for me, and it took so long to get it. I love the speaker. I vaguely remember that perhaps in later years in grade school, in our music classroom, there could or could not, I'm not sure, had been another one of these with the trapezoidal shaped grid. But yeah, this is really like, oof. I have to think about it, but it could be the find of the year for me so far. I'm not sure. I have to really gauge everything. Hey, okay, I digress. Okay, so I got this for 25 bucks, and it wasn't over. Then I got this. There was a box of records that were $4 each. I only picked up this one. Looky look at Daisy Town. And the booklet, the record needs cleaning, unfortunately, but no scratches. But scenes from the movie, 1971 feature film that played a lot year after year after year, especially in the holidays in Quebec. And yeah, so this is a French import. The booklet is not loose anything, and the record is like I said, it just needs a cleaning. But so I was really, I didn't hesitate to pay $4 for this, and you never see that. Never. It's a French import. After buying this for $4, I got 2 LPs for $2. I wasn't. I couldn't remember if I had this one or not. I probably do, but I don't remember. So I said, screw it, I'm going to get it. And if I already have it, well, I lost $1. What is $1 in 2023? We had this one when I was a kid. I wish I could find this one, especially this one. This one I'd like to have the diamonds there. But yeah, anyway. The other one I got, it looks pretty ordinary, but it's where do I start? We had this group of a comic group in Quebec called Rock et Belles Oreilles. It's too long to explain where the name of the group comes from, and it's a pun. The video will be too long. But they had skits in their TV show, and one of the skits used one of these tracks as a theme song. And it's themed from The Man with the Golden Arm by Cyril Stapleton and his orchestra. And this is a stereo version. And how did I find out about that? It's a long story again. Many years ago, I found a stack of LPs, scratchy, no cover, in the trash on the street. I picked them up. I picked every record I could get in those years. Fast forward several years later, I went through them, played them, and if there was nothing good, I threw them out. And when I played it, this scratchy record with no sleeve, I heard this and I said, oh, this is the theme to the skit Bonjour la Police. And so I decided to keep my eyes open to find it in stereo with the cover, because it was a mono copy I had. Anyway, $2 for those. What happened after that? Yeah, this other record dealer sold us he's a picker. Still on the fence, or do I like him or not? Today I didn't like him when I checked the records, because almost everything he sells me always sounds like crap. So I don't think I'll buy any other records from him anymore. These were $2 each, but they all sound bad. It all has some groove wear or some distortion. C'est ma fête, Ginette Sage. Yann Thomas Ben Calabash. There's some noise on the record. I bought it because I have 145 by this band called Pilot, and on the same label, and I decided to try this. Musically speaking, I just play a few seconds here and there to check the condition. It looks interesting enough to play the whole thing. This I don't know. It's a soundtrack, never seen it, don't know the movie. It's Henry Mancini. It seemed to be from the year is right there. I could have read the year. 50, was on 1969. So I thought maybe the record is nice and it has some groovy tracks of like late 60s typical. Nope. I should have read the titles. Tango I Save For You, Sentimental Dream, Christmas Eve on Skid Row, Tomorrow Is My Friend. No, I've checked it. It's really boring. I'll play it once through to make sure and get rid of it. So that table didn't pay off. There was a record that was Metamorphosis by the Stones. He wanted $10 for it. It wasn't even pristine. It had some scuffs, and I spotted a small scratch. You see that kind of seller. Anyway. Then I found, what is that? Oh yeah. One more purchase, and I couldn't really understand what I remember. I saw a bunch of comic books. I checked some comic books, not the hardcover comic books. Ironically, this one is soft, but normally GP comic books were hardcover. But Jules Jourdain, I've read the name when, as a kid, I would see what else is made by this company. I remember the name Jules Jourdain showing up somewhere in there. I've never read a Jules Jourdain book. So I find this, first of all, I never see it, but Sur la piste d'un 33 tours. The story revolves around an LP record. You see here in the back, the guy is like playing the record, and there's a formula. And the first few pages, I didn't want to spoil the story for myself, but it's set in a record store. You can see some listening booths. And this is the picture I showed earlier. I can't wait, and there's a bunch of records there. This is going to be such a good read. I can't wait to read this. Sur la piste de 33. It was a record collector. I needed to get this. I got it. It was a little bit pricey. It was $5 for the condition. I said, I've never seen this before, and bought. I didn't hesitate. And that was my day. And on top of that, I got the name of the guy and the aisle when he sells where he is. The guy that a few weeks ago found a dual turntable I'm looking for before me, and he still hasn't sold it, so he's going to bring it, and I'm hoping to find it and buy it off from him. Okay, so thanks for watching. Cool RCA.